So anyway, welcome everyone to our full moon in the month of August, the end of August. And it's another Aquarian moon. So we've had 2 Aquarian moons this month. So we welcome you. So thank you everyone. August 22nd, full moon. The astrology of this full moon, I'm going to read it to you because you know I'm not an astrologer, but I'll just tell you a little bit about it. It's ruled, Aquarius, of course, ruled by the planet Uranus. According to the astrologers, it can be a planet that can be volatile and always fluctuating, so it's a planet of great change. So the only thing to expect with Uranus is the unexpected. But it says that this full moon is a blessed moon. It's a time for fortune, happiness, and success. It's a time of abundance. But it also says Jupiter, which is in conjunction with Aquarius at this time, is in retrograde. So this can throw a few things into the mix. Jupiter, an expansive planet, when it's retrograde, its energy can become constricting, a bit similar to when Saturn's around. So there's a few lessons to be learned from this. Seeing it's our Aquarius full moon the second time around, perhaps there's a few lessons we didn't learn in the last one that we need to respond to again with this one. So looking for unexpected changes in a progressive way, looking for self-awareness, looking at what is right for you at this time. I'm not going to read much more of that. You can go and look it up yourself with Aquarius, but I just always like to give you a little bit of rundown of what's going on. I'm going to just read the 3 cards that I picked today for this full moon. The first card is hope. It's about love and acceptance. It asks you to recognize your divine worth, to choose loving thoughts. Now, of course, we know that love comes through acceptance. Love cannot come through resistance. It can only come through acceptance of opening our hearts. So perhaps this full moon for you is about opening your heart, about accepting yourself, about accepting the divinity of you, which, as we know, is a theme that the masters talk about regularly. The second card, that was the first card, if you want to see. Then the second card is Sacred Vision, the Miriam. It says, choose to forgive in order to heal. See the light in all. Remember that love has no boundaries, and we know it doesn't have any boundaries. And when we forgive, we also know to forgive means to give it over, to let go of the stories, let go of the right and the wrong, let go of the need to be right, let go of any guilt of thinking you're wrong, just letting go of the story, no longer being trapped in a story. That is forgiveness. Perhaps that's the card for you today. And the last card was a card we had last month, actually, the Holy Spirit. It's about expect miracles. Once again, the theme is love. Only love is real. Miracles occur naturally, and that Spirit is with you. And when you open to Spirit, there's always miracles in your life. Because things happen with grace and ease. And in our human hearts, we often see grace and ease as miracles. And when we walk out of our struggle, we sit in the miracle of life. We sit in the wonder. So let's just open our hearts tonight. Let's sit in the wonder of who we are. Let's sit in that blessing of our truth. And let us heal old stories, old entrapments, old places within ourselves that struggle to let go. Let us heal those parts. Let us let them go so that we can move forward. And when the unexpected happens, then it's so easy for us to move through it, no matter what it is, whether it's a miracle that opens us deeper or sometimes a challenge that comes to us. Let us honor that within ourselves. So I'm just going to prompt us all to open our chakras and receive an anchor. So just asking everyone now just to close your eyes. Just closing your eyes. And just breathing in deeply. And let us align ourselves to open and receive. So breathing deeply, divine light into the gateway that brings our spirit into our bodies. Allowing the crown chakra to be filled with divine light as we breathe in now. And let us breathe in deeply, divine light into our third eye, so that all that we perceive, all that we see as our truth, becomes aligned to divine truth. As the ego releases, we come with the oneness within ourselves. And breathing deeply now, deeply into your throat chakra. Breathing divine light into the throat chakra, allowing it to expand and to open, so that all that we speak becomes divine truth. No longer the truth of the ego, the truth of the presence of the divine that sits within each one of us. And as we breathe deeply, breathing in divine light now into our heart chakra, let us call to this divine light to expand the great portal of our consciousness, the gateway through which we connect to the presence of the divine that we are, the gateway that connects us to all the higher consciousness of our being, to all that we are. And let us breathe deeply as this portal within us opens. And let us breathe deeply now into the solar plexus and bring divine light, breathing it in and out of the solar plexus, the emotional center of our being. Let us call for divine light to bring harmony and balance to this center. Breathing it in, breathing it out, letting the harmony fill you. Breathing in deeply now. Breathing divine light now into your hara. Bringing divine light into the very core of your physical body. Bringing strength. Opening to receive the love in your physical body. And breathing deeply. With your next in-breath, bring the divine light down into your sacral. Let it fill the spiral of creation that sits in your sacral center, so that all your creations may be touched by divine light, by divine essence, by divine will. Breathe deeply of this now. And as you open your being to breathe into yourself more deeply, grounding that divine light into your base chakra, filling your base chakra with divine light, using your breath, using your focus, using your intention. And let that divine light become the seat of your being, become your strength, become your foundation. And breathing more deeply now down into the pink chakra between your knees. Let us open this gateway of our being, calling to our light now to begin to anchor through this gateway into the earth, so that we become more present on the earth. So more of our light becomes present on the earth. And breathe deeply with intention and love for you, allowing this gateway of connection to open for you. Breathing deeply now. Breathing divine light down into the earth star chakra beneath your feet. Allowing this gateway to activate. Calling to the multi-dimensional nature of your being to become present. To be present on the earth, to walk with you, supporting you, assisting you, holding you, guiding you with its wisdom, with its vast consciousness of love. Then breathing deeply now, breathing deeply down into the earth heart chakra that sits in the center of Mother Earth. And anchor your light, your love, all that you are, into the heart of Mother Earth. And receive her love for you. Allow yourself to be held deeply by Mother Earth. And breathe deeply. And receive her love. Be grounded. Be guided. Be helped. And breathe deeply now into your heart chakra. Come and sit in your heart chakra. Offering love to yourself, honoring yourself, being present in yourself, being present in yourself. And as you do, let us call now to the Council of 33 Masters of Light that we work with. Let us call to the archangels and the angelic realm, asking them to be present, anchoring circles of light around us wherever you may be. Let us call now to Mother Earth to hold us, to support us. Let us call to all the kingdoms of the earth, the animal kingdoms, the nature kingdoms, crystalline kingdoms, that all may be present for us at this time. And let us call now to the guardians of the land, wherever you are sitting, wherever you are in the world at this time. We call to the guardians of the land to hold the portals of the earth open for you so that you may receive the divine light, the divine love. To breathe and allow yourself to receive. And to give permission at this time for you to receive all that is offered from this council of light. And in divine light we come to you. We welcome you, each one. We are the Lady Nada that steps now to you. We come, beloved ones, and we bring the karmic boat to support you, to assist you, to open your hearts, to release that which you hold at this time, that is causing such reaction in your hearts, such resistance in your minds, as the polarities, the dualities of the monads of your souls are being illuminated at this time. For you, each one, to honor that which is held in the greater group consciousness of you. The many parts of your soul, the many parts of the souls of your monad, the many parts of your consciousness, each one unique, each one holding its own wisdom, its own truth, and yet, dear heart, not yet in oneness, in the monadic heart. And it is at this time that this is arising for so many. It is a great reflection of the heart of humanity that cannot find its center at this time. For it is sitting in the magnified field of polarity, reflecting all that is held in the monadic consciousness of each being. And indeed, beloved hearts, in the monadic consciousness of the collective, of humanity. And it is simply, beloved hearts, the karma that is held, not yet brought to light, not yet aligned to its divine truth, not yet in oneness. And we call to each one to come into the core of you, to come into the center of your being. Be not one or the other. Be not in polarity. Let go attachments to what another is or is not doing, or being, seeing, feeling. For it does not matter. What is of great concern to each and every one of you is that which you are holding within yourself, that which within your monadic group heart is causing such reaction. Beloved heart, and come into your center. For while you are sitting in polarity, you are not in your center. You are in polarity, being pulled one way or another, but never centered and at peace within yourself. And this is the calling for humanity, to come into this mastery, into times to come. What we said to you, beloved hearts, fear not. There is no race for this. There is no time when this must occur for you. It will be what it will be for each one of you. And the more, beloved ones, that you choose to come into center of thyself, then more peace will come. But at this time, there is such a battle in the heart of the monad, for one thing or another, where all differences are not yet honored, where there is no unification, believing that unification requires all to come into agreement of one polarity or another. This is not the way, beloved hearts. This is simply reaction. And each one needs to move through this consciousness of reaction to come into oneness within, to move through this chaotic time, this trauma, this chaos, this conflict, this battle that is resounding in each one of you, and then reflecting in the collective. For until this is illuminated and magnified, then indeed, beloved hearts, there will be no unification and oneness. And this is the path. And indeed, beloved hearts, it will come in time. This is simply the learning for each being. It is simply the path that you are walking. There is no need for fear. There is no need for anger. There is no need for frustration. For none of these things can serve you, beloved heart. There is no need for control. Breathe and let go. Let go your focus of that which is outside of you and come into the consciousness that you are. And work with this, beloved. And as you do, we bring many healers of light now. From the portals of the Venusian temples of light. They come from the temples, beloved heart of light, to illuminate. They come not to interfere, but simply to illuminate that which is held, that which you are being asked to see. Not that which is outside of you, beloved one, but that which is held inside of each one of you. All of your creations. And to let go judgment of this, but to honor all consciousness within that you have created of thyself at this time, over many incarnations, over many realities, over many experiences on this planet and others, beloved one. For it is only when you honor and acknowledge all that has been created in your heart can the monadic consciousness begin to understand that which sits within. And so, beloved ones, as you breathe, Nedisara now comes to each one of you. Breathe and let go. Allow yourself to receive. Allow yourself to honor you by receiving now. Allow yourselves, beloved one, to come into this gift of receiving. It requires you to open your hearts, to breathe, to allow within thyself for the blessings to be given to you. As she comes now to your crown chakra, honoring you. And as she does, 3 2 diamonds of light are placed in the back of your neck along your spinal column. to activate the flow of Kundalini within your spine. At this point, beloved heart, to activate those parts of you that sit in unconsciousness, that sit in forgetfulness, and to allow them to become present without fear, without judgment, but simply to allow, beloved heart. And as you do, she blesses you. As the healers of the Temple of Light come, and they begin to bring golden energy to each one of you, wherever it is needed at this time for you. And they call to you to release now, to let go. To let go that which you are holding. To simply let it go. To that which you are carrying. To simply let it go now. To that which you are expecting, to let it go. To be in no other place but in the center of you at this time. To hold nothing in your hands. To carry nothing on your shoulders. To have your feet standing on nothing. To simply be. And to breathe. And in this to receive the blessings that are offered to you at this time. Kuan Yin steps forward now from the karmic board, hand in hand with the Lord Kutumi. Each one brings a golden staff of light to you. Kuan Yin comes to your third eye and touches your third eye with this golden staff. Lord Kutumi comes and touches your feet with the golden staff that he carries. Kuan Yin says to you that she brings to you the vision of grace. Grace, she says, brings harmony, brings balance. It does not pull you out of yourself, chasing after that which is outside of you. It brings you into the center of you. And it allows the vortex of you to be fully activated, where all of your energy no longer is pulled outside of you, but is pulled within your center now, coming into the core of you. And the vortex of consciousness that you hold, that moves around you constantly, pulls you back into your center, each time that the ego pulls you out. The vortex of grace that she is creating in this moment of you will pull you back to your center, to find your truth, to find yourself, no longer distracted by that which is outside of you. And as you breathe deeply with this, opening to receive now, Lord Kutumi steps forward. Breathe and allow. Breathe and receive. And he comes, beloved one. And He blesses your feet. He blesses each step that you take on your feet, honoring you. And He says to you, each step that you take upon your journey is to anchor compassion on the earth. And He breathes compassion into each of your feet chakras through His consciousness of light. And He calls for compassion to flow through you into the earth, wherever you walk, to walk in compassion, to walk in this state of higher consciousness, a frequency of compassion where all is held, all is honored, all is blessed. And each footprint that you leave upon the earth, He calls for this to be filled with compassion. To be filled with this higher vibration of self that each one of you holds, beloved one. And He comes to remind you, but to bless you. As He honors you. For we said to you, dear ones, He sees but your light, the divinity of you. Where you see darkness, He sees light. Where you hold judgment, He holds embrace. Where you hold separation, He holds acceptance. For this is the way of the Master, beloved one. To hold the higher consciousness, the higher vibration that has no polarity. This is the mastery of humanity. And as you breathe now, beloved one, Lord Sananda comes. He brings now 3 golden balls of light and begins to place them in the spiral of creation that sits within your sacral gateway. He says, each ball of light holds a divine truth for you. A divine truth that manifests oneness without separation. And if you breathe deeply now into the sacral chakra, He will anchor these through the spiral of creation that is moving through you, so that each time you choose to manifest your reality upon the earth, it will be filled with this divine truth. The divine truth that brings you back to all that you are. For it is only in this divine truth that you will truly sit in the power of your light. While you seek power outside of you, you will not find it, beloved one. Only distortion. The power that you seek resides within you. And He comes to support you to find this within your own being, honoring you. And if you are willing to receive, breathe, and allow the spiral of creation to flow through you, and let go. Let go that which does not serve you, to be all that you are. And honor thyself. Honor thyself. Nayanatoye Shianatoyale Namayateya Sheyamatenyamde Omaye no Eyamalema Olamanena Olamanena Sheyandaro 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 Eya 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 Ma Breathing deeply, beloved one, as we gather around you. And Mother Mary comes now, and she blesses the consciousness that is held within your solar plexus, connecting to all that is held within the emotional being of you. And she comes to you and whispers to you of her love for you. But she says to each one of you, there is no greater love than that which you hold for yourself. For it is in this love, this embrace of you, in full acceptance of the divinity of you, that you will find your path. And all that distracts you, all that drops your vibration, all that causes you struggle and pain, chaos, conflict, will resolve. For when there is love of self, honoring of self, then there is no need for the consciousness of the shadow. It is released and resolved. Come into the mastery of acceptance of all that you are. Bring this to your monadic consciousness, each and every part of you, that all may accept that which is, that which you are, that which is held in every soul of your monad. No longer focusing on what is different, what should change, what is not right or wrong, but focusing on the divine light that you are. And breathing this into your beings, beloved heart. As Mother Mary now breathes this into your solar plexus, this consciousness of embrace of you, of the divine light of you. For when you activate this consciousness of divine light and love within thyself, all your connections with yourself and with all beings, with all parts of you that is reflected to you in your life, come into oneness, come into unity, come into deep acceptance of that which is. Breathe and receive this now. Allow yourself to receive that which is offered. And as you breathe now, Metatron comes to the heart of each one of you. Beloved one, he comes to be your guide to the centeredness of you. He comes to call you into the oneness, to come out of separation into the oneness of you. He says only you may choose this, beloved one, for yourself. But he calls to you. And you may hear the call or you may not, beloved one. It is for you to choose. But he calls for you to come into the divine wisdom of your being, to drop deeply into your heart portal, and to come now, and to sit with the presence of the divine within you, that which you are. And in this moment, to release all attachment to that which you are not, that which you think you should be, that which you think you want to be, that which you are thinking of yourself. He asks you to let this go for this moment and to simply come and allow yourself to drop deeply into your heart portal and come and meet the presence of the divine within you. To breathe and allow yourself to make this connection. To allow this. And as you do, to come into peace within thyself. To let go of all else, for there is nothing else that is important. And to be at peace within you. To be at peace within you. There is no need, he says, to create this peace, for when you come into this deep connection within you, you will find it. It is not to create it, for it exists within you. It is to find it within thyself. This is the key, beloved heart. Breathe and allow yourself to come into this presence of you. Deeply present, in deep oneness. Breathe and receive. Om Nole Yanda Yonte Amatei Shianda Yam Mano Shiamano Neyan 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 Om Ale Om Deyom Dehi Dehi Oma Deyom 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 Deyana Shandate Deyana Shandate Deyana Shandate Eum meo, eum meo, eum meo. The healers come now around you, beloved hearts. They begin to weave many filaments of light around you. Breathe and receive. During these next 21 days of your time, practice, focus, choose to come into your center and be present, no longer sitting in the periphery of your field of energy, distracted, beloved hearts. Want to come and be one with yourself. We bless you, each one. We honor you for the gift of the divine that you are. And in deep gratitude, we thank you. We thank you for all that you are. Blessed be. Blessings, everyone. Thank you so much for being with us today. Once again, we apologize for the temple dog who's still got his training wheels on. We'll get there. Thank you all. Blessings to you. Yes, Diana, the recording was on. Thank you. Thank you, everyone.